The demons win when you abandon all hope. Imagine at the bottom of hell in the devil's throne room, where it is icy cold. There is no warmth, not even a drop. And there is this great big doorway, and above it says, "Abandon all hope." And the devil is standing in front of the door with open arms, and the door slowly opens, and he says, "Walk through this door, and you will be free." But it is a lie. You cannot do deals with devils, and you cannot trust snakes. Because what the devil means when he says you will be free, he means you will be free from all responsibility of making life better. You will no longer have to try to make things right. You will be free from morality, in which you will do whatever you please. More likely than not, take your anger and hatred out onto the world, and finally out on yourself. When you're in hell, it is difficult to see anything other than the darkness. We're so focused on our own suffering that we're drowning in it. We get consumed by hatred, and day by day we lose the will to live. But as long as you're still breathing, there is hope. Because when you are breathing, you are alive. And this force of life within you is the ultimate force of creation. With this power, you can create any life that you desire. It's just that you probably have mishandled the mind and sent this creative force down the wrong path. Because our mind directs the flow of energy, and so the quality of our life is determined by the quality of the things that we focus on. So if we're always focusing on things that are negative, if we allow the fear in, the negative emotions, the shame, the guilt, then our energy is being drained, our life force is being taken from us. And where life is not, death is. When the lights go off, darkness is what remains. And this is why we can find ourselves in darkness, in suffering, in the cold, in hell. It is for no other reason than because the life, the energy within us is being drained on a daily basis. And so the way we make ourselves back up the long, hard road out of hell is day by day you begin becoming more aware of the things that are stealing your energy. What are the thoughts that make you feel bad? What are the things that make you feel like you're in hell? And it's never the external circumstances. These things can make it really difficult for us, but it is always our reaction. It is always the reaction in our mind to the things that are happening that create all the problems. When we have a thought that we believe is negative, it is our negative reaction to it that steals our energy. But you have the power to remain non-attached, to simply observe the thought like a cloud arising and falling. But you see what happens? You, as the observer, are right here, and the thought arises. But because we have such a strong identification and belief in the thought, we become one with it, and its negative essence colors our experience. It makes us feel negative. But what happens if you detach yourself from the thought? When you remain as the observer, you create space between yourself and the thought. And so what happens is that the thought can arise, but the thought cannot sustain itself because you are not feeding it. Thoughts have no power of their own. They sustain themselves through your power. So too, the stories and the attitudes and the beliefs and the negative experiences, they have no power over us. They only have the power that we give them. And we find ourselves in hell because we have been perpetually giving our power away to the force of negativity. And so through the power of your awareness, your non-attached observing of your experiences, you begin to harness more and more power. Things, thoughts, they have less power over you because you are not feeding them. So you get stronger, the thoughts get less powerful. Your circumstances, have less of an effect over you. The story is not as gripping and dramatic and terrifying. The key is focusing your awareness on this life within you, valuing your energy above all else. And the secret is that life is only experienced in the present moment. So the more you stray away from the present, the less you are truly living, and the more separated you are from life, the more separated you are from the light. And to the degree in which you are separated, that is the degree in which you are in hell. Most people are somewhere in between the two spectrums of life and death. The more separated you are from life, the more you are in hell and closer to death. And the more you become in union with life, the further away you are from hell, and the more joy and peace and love that you experience on a daily basis. You have the will to live. You don't desire to die. You enjoy life because you are full of it. Full of life, that is. And so the practice is continuing to return to the present moment, not reacting to the things of our experiences, and being very careful where we focus our attention. In doing so, we can create heaven on earth by creating heaven within ourselves, by focusing our attention on life-affirming things, by remaining in touch with life through the present moment, moving our body, being active, eating healthy foods, thinking positive thoughts, changing our attitudes and beliefs to be beneficial for us and not bring us down. This is how you can bring yourself from hell to heaven. But the moment you lose hope, you lose all desire to change. You lose the will to make life better. So don't abandon hope, because as long as you're still breathing, you have the power. And there is nothing that can take that away from you, not without your own permission.